Hello and welcome to my week 2 reflection for the Peaceful Warrior immersion. I'm going to start out by talking about meditation. So over the course of the week, we've continued to practice meditation, increasing the length of our sits from, I think, 10 minutes was the max we got to last week, all the way to 35 minutes this week. I personally found that the 25 and 35 minute sits were really challenging, since for both of them I just could not resist the urge to move towards the end. During the 25-minute one, I probably gave it up on trying not to move at about 22 minutes in. Then for the 35-minute sit, I was unable to pay attention to the Reggie Ray recording that we were using. I think that part of the reason why I wasn't able to focus during the 35-minute sit was that my left brain was just going crazy, since I had seen the timestamp on the video said that it was on the recording said that it was going to be 35 minutes long, and then I was also thinking that since I was unable to sit still for the entire 25 minutes sit that we had done earlier that day, there was no way that I was going to be able to sit for 35 minutes. So yeah. But I do think that now I would be able to sit for 25 minutes straight, since I was able to sit for 25 minutes during the 35 minutes sit before I started moving. Okay. So, another thing that we did this week was that we continued practicing yoga. So we mostly just did the poses that we had already learned last week. And overall, I think that those poses seem a lot easier, but they're still very difficult for me. So at the dojo, we learned about the fire and water elements mostly. So water is more about knowledge, strategy, and self-discovery, and fire is more about communication, energy, and connectedness. Even though it was really fun to use some of the fire defenses, like pulling someone down who's trying to shove you, I personally related a lot more to the water element than to either fire or earth, both in the physical stuff that we're doing at the dojo and in the personality traits listed on the sheets that we were given. Just one thing that I really liked about the water elements physical aspect is that you're given several different foot positions that you can use, and I really like the freedom that gives you, since you have a choice about where you want to move next. Okay. Additionally, this week we also started watching The Matrix, and I thought that it was really cool to see all the things I missed out when I watched it, since I had watched it several years ago, but I clearly missed a lot of the hidden messages. So at the end of this week, we got to practice archery, since we were unable to practice for most of the week because of all the snow. But somehow I managed to improve a lot despite not practicing at all. I think that part of the reason behind this is that I was able to get more into my right brain and leave my left brain, since I was focusing more about where I should aim. I was not really focusing about where I should aim and stuff. I was just trying to feel the shot. I think part of the reason behind this was just since it was super cold outside, I couldn't have the same level of focus that I had had in the past week. So yeah, just in general, I think that this week was really productive, even though we had 2-hour delays and several people got sick. But yeah, I think that it was still a very beneficial experience, and I feel like I learned a lot more about myself.